There was some pretty wild news that was announced earlier this morning regarding crypto and a massive corporation that services people globally. You're going to see it all over crypto Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and everybody's going to be extremely excited about it because yes, it is progress. But is it really a positive thing? Well, make sure you stay tuned to find out the news I'm talking about and why I have some questions about this amazing partnership, because some of the things don't sit right with me. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto every day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and set alerts. Also, it is Monday. Make sure you've drank enough water, do some push-ups, do some squats, jumping jacks, whatever it is. Get your mind right, and let's get this paper. Now, let's get into crypto news and price action. This first story is sponsored by ARK, and I'm going to talk about some really cool progress that the project is making. So ARK is the simplest way to blockchain, and they work for solo developers or 100+ strong teams, pretty much anybody, and their blockchain is going to provide you or your team a solution. And I like projects that do have solutions because blockchain technology is still pretty new, and sometimes we create or develop things in crypto and it's going to need more help along the way. Either way, they have their MarketSquare, and the MarketSquare is the new homepage for their decentralized web, and it's coming soon. But let's go ahead and talk about the MarketSquare a little bit further. So MarketSquare, their beta begins on Q1 of 2021. And if this is something that you're interested in, make sure to sign up. Now, let's take a look at the video. So MarketSquare by ARK.io released a brand new video called The Blockchains of Ready Player One. And it pretty much explains how blockchain can power the VR game in the movie, which I think it's important. And we're also seeing a lot of different blockchain and VR things combined together in the future. And I think it's going to continue to get bigger and bigger. It also shows how blockchain powers real games, NFT, virtual reality experiences, and oracles too. Oracles are a pretty big buzzword in crypto. Also, I think that you guys should watch this or at least check it out, especially if you're into NFTs and virtual reality, because it all can be combined together utilizing blockchain technology. The links will be down below. All right, folks, let's talk about my Bitcoin trade that I was in last night. So I was in a long, and we actually did pump to my target area here at about $58,000. And I initially my take profit was going to be at like $60,000. But I actually lowered it last night to about 58,000, and it hit and it closed by itself. And I am out of my trade because taking a look at the MACD on the 1 hour chart, starting to look a little bit bearish, and there's too much chop for me. But let's go ahead, let's zoom out and look at some of the larger time frames about Bitcoin. This is our Bitcoin chart from last night, and we made a beautiful move up, and we're testing resistance at about $58,000 here. Great. However, we've got this trend line that we need to break, and it is from our swing high back on March 13th, and then I drew it down to this area here. And we're also touching these wick swing highs back in about a week or two ago in March. So for me to be bullish, I need to see a flip of $57,000. I'm not quite sure if it's going to happen though. Market Cipher is bullish. It does have our green dot printed, but taking a look at the 4 hour chart, I'm starting to see a little bit of weakness over in these areas with the MFI and the RSI. Also too, the yellow VWAP is pointing downward. Taking a look at the 2 hour chart, 2 hour chart is bearish to me. We've already started correcting. We're hitting resistance very high at this upper area, about 58.2, and I think we're going to end up going down. If we break 57.4, I would look back to a retracement to about 56. Overall, you guys, long term this week with Bitcoin, I'm probably just going to be watching. I don't really like trading the chop too much, but a bullish scenario would be for us to sustain 57.5 and then flip the trend line and then go ahead and tackle 61. Bearish would be for us to have a retrace to about 55,000 and below. All right, so the big story everybody is talking about. This is from Cointelegraph. Visa plans to allow partners to settle fiat transactions with cryptocurrency. So Visa partners will be able to exchange USDC over the payment network to clear transactions made in fiat currency. Absolutely fantastic. This is great news. This is progress. I'm excited about it. And I also do prefer USDC over USDT because it's not 100% legal in all places in the United States. Either way, you can actually go ahead and use my strategy that I use. When I take profit, I like to take it in stable coins, leave it on a centralized exchange, some of it, not all of it, and go ahead and obtain that passive income. But the question that we need to ask about this, Who is going to cover the gas fees? Because USDC is an ERC20 token. It is utilizing the Ethereum network. I posted something on Twitter, and on Twitter, a lot of people in the mentions like they can use Polygon, they can use Binance Smart Chain, they could use X, Y, and Z. But realistically, is Visa going to do that? Why would Visa partner with Binance Smart Chain or with Matic? I'm not 100% sure that that might play out. So there's a lot of people that are speculating, but it hasn't been said how this is going to work out. Another thing that we need to consider, you guys, is where is this cost going to go? Visa's not going to cover it. Is USDC going to cover it? Gas fees are high right now, and Ethereum's update was delayed. So really, what is going to happen with this? And how many people are going to use it, especially small businesses that are not going to be able to come up or take care of those high transaction fees because they are high. I had some folks talking about getting into a pre-sale and they weren't able to do so because the gas fees were so high. Either way, comment your thoughts below, because yes, I am excited about this news, but at the same time, I've got questions and I'm not 100% sure if this was the right way to go about it, considering that Ethereum's developments were delayed a little bit. Yes, I know the US digital dollar is coming, but maybe this update should, or this announcement or partnership should have waited a bit. Well, it looks like the news with Visa, USDC, and Ethereum was enough to push price up from the low of $1,685. We flipped support here at $1,734 and we are on our way up. Looking like she's going to hit $1,887. We've respected our trend line very, very, very well, and we're currently up. Market cipher on the daily's printed a green dot. Taking a look at the 4-hour chart, we are still running. The green dot was printed. Yes, we're getting a little bit tired with the MFI and the RSI, but we're still running. Now, take a look at the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart is still looking pretty strong, you guys. We are getting a little bit of a bend over here. Maybe some people are taking profit. But if we continue to rise up, and it looks like we're in a bit of an uptrend here, if we continue to keep going, we should be able to hit about $1,887 and possibly $2,000. Maybe not $2,000 by the end of the day, but it's still looking pretty decent to me. Bearish scenario would be a flip of 1730 as support, and we would get back down to this area at about 1650 to 1567. This next story is from Be in Crypto. New York State releases IBM blockchain stupid 19 passport application. Yes, I'm going to call it that because I am. And the algo will like it that way, better that way. In brief, Governor Cuomo approves the use of Excelsior Pass to help businesses and entertainment venues reopen in NY. The Excelsior Pass is based on IBM's blockchain technology. Both Madison Square Garden and Times Union Center will use the pass. I like to see that blockchain technology is being used for the betterment of society. I think it is an absolutely great aspect or platform to use for that. The reason being, it's very easy to check, it is very inexpensive to use, and I think that it's a lot more accurate than some of the other databases that we have. And yes, I worked in healthcare 7 years. I remember how annoying it was. Information changed all the time, but blockchain technology is actually immutable. So once something is approved on the blockchain, it's there forever. And if there's an error, it's going to be there. You'll be able to see that. Hopefully they'll have a little area where you can go ahead and make notes so people will see, and that will be placed immutably on the blockchain. Either way, I do like to see that blockchain technology being used for the better good. However, as far as morally, I've got some questions about this. I've got some questions about HIPAA and how this is all going to play out. But we'll save that for my Wednesday night show with Hotep Jesus. Next story. This is another story from Be in Crypto, and this is a happy one. Miami mayor, Bitcoin miners should move to Miami for nuclear power. So the mayor of Miami, he was adamant that responsible Bitcoin mining does not contribute to the problem of climate change. Heck yes, I absolutely love that man, and I don't think that it does. Yes, Bitcoin mining does leave a very small carbon footprint, but realistically, we drive cars. We wear items of clothing that were manufactured in big factories and facilities. There's a lot of pollution there. Heck, just by breathing air and living, we're contributing and leaving a carbon footprint. We use cell phones, we use laptops. So unless you're living 100% eco-free and not contributing to global warming, we really don't have a place to talk about it. But anyways, I think that this is great. So he said that he believes mining farms could benefit from Miami's clean nuclear power sources. Ooh, interesting. Miami is also exploring the possibility of paying employees salaries in Bitcoin. I hope that they start paying people in Bitcoin, because I get paid in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And hopefully that will help with these capital gains taxes, because I don't want to pay those. In California, they are 33.3%. Either way, I think this is very, very bullish. I wish Los Angeles County in California would step their game up and be more like Mayor Suarez from Miami. This last story is from Crypto Potato. BNY Mellon refers to S2F model and gold comparison to determine Bitcoin's value. So as you guys know, the oldest bank in the United States, BNY Mellon, has breached the S2F model and gold comparison, trying to evaluate Bitcoin's price shortly after launching cryptocurrency services. So they have cryptocurrency services, and I think that it's pretty interesting that they are talking about this and kind of comparing it to gold, because a lot of people now, it is the cool thing for Bitcoin maximalists now to say Bitcoin is a gold standard. And I've been saying that forever, but I will still spend my Bitcoin, because to me it's money. I personally want to be able to buy my next house with Bitcoin, but I'm having trouble finding a lender to facilitate it. Either way, positive stuff for Bitcoin all around. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.